another day of the Daily Antidote of Song. Special welcome to all of our Facebook friends who are logging in from everywhere, hey, and to our Zoom folk family who are here with us in the Zoom place, the Zoom space. I say that. I'm Kathy Bullock, and welcome. We're so happy to have you join us for another wonderful, exciting, inspiring day of song. Woo! Don't say a song. I had to flap my, head to just say that, really, because it's so exciting. Okay, so let me give a special welcome to each one of our folk here. First of all, let me say hello to the marvelous, mighty Joe Rossi, who is leading us all and putting everything together. And our tech person too today, we have two marvelous guests for you. That's going to be Katy German and Alex Cumming, and we'll talk about them in just a minute. So welcome Susan G and Deborah from Kentucky, right here where I am. Welcome Trish and Al. He's on his guitar, ready to roll. Welcome Ann, Katy Tarter. Jeez, are you here in Berea with me, Patty? Oh my gosh, yes, that we go way back. And Sheila from Florida, Elvie, welcome. Kathleen from Albuquerque, Faye and Carolyn, welcome. Archie and Hindi, Susan, Jamie from Victoria, Barb in Kentucky as well. Arlene, welcome. I see Bronwyn, a little space for Bronwyn in Victoria. And Lafferty, welcome to us. Cricket, welcome. Storm, as usual, wonderful to see you. Kathy in Virginia, Fred, Angie, welcome. Let me go on to my next page. We got more folks. Sherry, New Hampshire. Carol, Connecticut. Phil in UK. Janet, Shepherd, Amanda and Miles, Michigan. Jane, Luda in Victoria. Pat, Gary's in Vermont and Delhi. And Bronwyn and others who don't have their video on now but are joining us. Woo! Take a deep breath. Cause we can, y'all. Yes, another day. Okay, now I'm just gonna calm down a minute and say we have these two wonderful special guests, and I'll invite the first one, who is the great Katy German. Now I know her by another name because when I first met her, she was yay high as a youngin'. And she's all grown up now, y'all, and married and kids. She was beautiful then, she's beautiful now. But in addition, she's the executive director of Pinewoods. We're continuing our week of celebrating the work that's happening at Great Pinewoods Camp. And so Katy is going to share a song with us. And I asked her what she would want to do to introduce herself. She says she wants you to know that an integral part of her growing up and she's been molded and inspired by the Country Dance Society and Song Camp, and that she is from Berea, Kentucky, woo-woo, where I am at as we currently speak. So give it up for Katy German.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everybody. I want to make one quick adjustment to what you said. I'm actually the executive director of the Country Dance and Song Society. Historically, that's okay. It's okay. Everybody gets us confused. We kind of evolved together and split off into two separate entities. So Pinewoods Camp is a separate entity, and Joe Rassi is on the board of Pinewoods Camp. CDSS is a group. We've been doing programming at Pinewoods for about 100 years now, which is really exciting to be one of the oldest folk community dance and song camps on the continent. Super proud of that legacy. As she said, I have loved going to camps in Berea and up at Pinewoods for years. One of the most magical parts of it to me are the intergenerational interactions. As a kid, you get to dance and be on the same level and be a peer with people who are older, that people are your parents' age, people that are your grandparents' age. As someone who's middle-aged now, I'm thrilled that I get a chance to dance with my own children who, when we are all at camp together. But it's really special, and it's something our society really needs. We don't have enough of that. And it's made me who I am. It's made a lot of the people that I'm friends with who grew up at camp It's really inspired who they are. So thinking through that, this is the song I picked for the day. It's really easy to join in on. It's a mother, father, sister, brother, neighbor song. And so we're just going to repeat the first 3 lines, and then there's a 4th bit, and then we start over again saying, first time we'll say sisters, next time we'll say brother. And I think Joe just put it in the comments. So we're going to start, let's see. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to lift it up a little higher, or I'm not gonna make it through this song because I'm a little higher singer. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Here's the other part. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. So just a really quick, I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up. After that last time, it's 2 beats. And then you come in with, I will fall down. It's really fun to try to explain the grammar and to 6-year-olds when you teach 6-year-olds this song. So let's go through. We'll pick it up from there. I highly encourage you to move, to snap, to clap, harmonize if you want, and we'll pick it up with brother. Here we go. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. If I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, I will fall down. Mother, I'm gonna lift my mother up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my mother up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my mother up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. Father, I'm gonna lift my father up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my father up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my father up. He is not heavy. If I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, I will fall down. Neighbors, I'm gonna lift my neighbors up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my neighbors up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my neighbors up. They are not heavy. If I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, I will fall down. Oh, I can just imagine your voices. I wish I could hear them in person, but thank you for dancing and singing with me.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't lift him up. Woo! I will fall down. See, I'm on the piano. Alex is on the drum. I think Al was on the guitar. We are with you in our voices and song. Thank you, Katie. Because if we don't lift each other up, oh, that song is so simple and so deep and so right. Now, I want to add to our conversation two other wonderful folk. And the first is I'm going to introduce Alex Cumming, who is living currently in, you say Massachusetts, Alex?
Aye, Medford, Massachusetts.
Medford. Oh, did y'all hear that voice? Say that again, Alex. Say it again.
This very Medford accent. Medford, Massachusetts.
He is going to be the director of the upcoming English camp right here at Pinewoods. And he's also going to share a song with us later on, and taking us out, another children's song, one of his children's songs. And before he does that, look at where Joe is sitting. Those of you who joined us yesterday know that she is at the old Pinewoods camp.
Hallelujah.
And there is the snacks, what's it called again? Camp store. That was actually put into the chat by someone so far. And I think Kathy said like her midnight, how did you phrase it?
Oh, that was my midnight run when I was at Pinewoods. You know, when you get those cravings that can only be settled by a piece of chocolate or ice cream, there was the camp store.
I would just like to give a shout out to the Pinewoods decision-making group that put the iced coffee in the camp store, the nitro brewed iced coffee. That is enough to go to camp for on its own.
I was going to say the same thing, because what Kathy was saying, like the late night snacks, that's what it's for. It's for the late night snacks. But when they added the nitro coffee, my camp life has just like up to a whole new level. And I'm English. I don't like iced coffee and iced tea, but that nitro, boy, oh boy. Whoa.
That's really fun. It's locally sourced, Erica just said. So it's locally sourced nitro. Yeah, you want to cut? So I'm going to actually introduce you guys to some folks that I have here with me. This is Erica, and I think her title is office manager this year. Is that right?
Yes. Hi.
Everybody say hi, Erica. And actually on this side we have Chris Jacobs, who is actually the new ED of Pinewoods Camp. Let's all welcome Chris.
Okay, so Chris, you're the ED of Pinewoods. Getting that clear.
Yeah, it means we have all the heavy hitters in the room with us right now, gang. Like, just saying. So, what I would love to do actually is start the discussion, because who we also have in the room with us right now is my co-host. Besides Kathy Bullock, my co-host, I have Elvie Miller, my co-host and co-programming for this week, and who does amazing things at Pinewoods Family Week, where she has been the program director, which is what Alex is for English. So, Elvie, I would love it if you would unmute, and if we can kind of have like a little, let me count, watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6-way discussion here with all of us. And I would love to start by asking Chris, who is new to the Pinewoods community, what her favorite thing is so far about being here at Pinewoods.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I think I'm on week 5, maybe. So brand new, but it has been amazing. And even despite our 4 weeks of rain, it's been amazing still. And I think the favorite thing for me so far has been the amazing community and people of Pinewoods. I am trying to remember names and all the faces, but everyone has been so incredibly welcoming and inclusive. And as a non-dancer, non-singer, non-musician, I am having an amazing time learning from everyone, and everyone's coming up to me, come dance. And so, doing a little shoulder this or a little that, which way to go on the dance floor. And so it's been incredibly fascinating, and I'm so excited.
I knew that if you said non-dancer and singer and you're at Pinewoods during the CDSS week, that'll change real quick. So that'll last for maybe a second. So once you move, you're a dancer. Once you say and chime in, you're a singer.
Well, what I was going to say was you've survived the Scottish week where you get woken up by bagpipes every morning, so you're really in now, yeah.
Yes, and my 15-year-old daughter came into my bedroom. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, those are just the bagpipes." And so she, in a 15-year-old fashion, rolled her eyes and walked away. So she has also been introduced. So yes.
So actually,
that's right.
So we both have 15-year-olds. We should now probably commiserate and see if we both can make the same 15-year-old noise, which in my world goes like this.
My 5-year-old makes that same noise.
Mine mostly communicates via text, even if we're in the same room. And so more like a roll your eye emoji, which I think equates to that same sound. So yeah.
I think there are many of us who could relate to what you're saying. Not just 15-year-olds. How about mine is 38? He just leaves.
All right.
he just leaves.
Philip's not here. We can talk about him. So, all right, wait. I'm gonna actually hang on one second. Elvie, can you go ahead and unmute? I would love to actually have you as part of this conversation too, talking about the different fun things that we love here at camp. And I would also like 1 second. I'm actually going to do one last thing. So Chris, who's actually really, really good with names, and you can see when she's learning them that I don't know what she does actually, but she's got some way of remembering them that is like way beyond anything I have ever known in my entire universe. And I would like to introduce you over here to Deborah. Deborah, can you wave? Who I believe is coming to a camp. And yes, okay, so you're going to meet Deborah in person. Right. She's coming, I believe, to Harmony Week. No, English. English. Wait. Oh, so you're going to meet Alex right over there. That's exciting. I'm so excited for you. Arlene, are you still coming to a camp? No. Okay. Is there anybody else in our Daily Antidote community who's making it to a camp this year in person? Katy Tarter, Katy German. So this is Katie's mom right here, Patty. I'm using my finger point so y'all can't see me. And I'm looking on the next screen. Anybody else coming in person? Not on that screen. Anybody? Okay. So we're gonna, Bob, was that a yes? No. So we're gonna eventually drag all of you here and not kicking and screaming, because I know you're gonna all land here and love it. So, all right, I'm now, turning it over to Elvie. Elvie, Kathy, Katie, Alex, can you guys also chime in on your favorite things?
Well, it's such a lineup. I don't want to talk over anybody here. You're amazing. Thank you, Kathy, for hosting, and Katie and Alex for singing today. It's so great to get to be with you here. I just wanted to mention there's a lot of Pinewoods love going around, and I totally share that so much. I grew up at Pinewoods, and it's a second home to me. I just love it. And I love all the different weeks. So I just wanted to, first of all, point out that there's a couple of really wonderful weeks for families. So if you have kids, they're just wonderful, magical weeks, as some of you already know. Also, the adult weeks that you've been talking about that are happening this summer. But I also wanted to, and Katie could talk about this more, but there are also some other really wonderful CDSS weeks that aren't at Pinewoods, but they're in other beautiful locations. And they're also really, really magical and beautiful. So, and I have a special place in my heart for some of those as well. And also for Berea. And Katy Tarter is another heavy hitter who's joining us today. So shout out to you, Patty. So that's my take on it. So check out these amazing weeks, CDSS and Berea as well. So that's my 2 cents. I hope you join us for the CDSS online week this week too, and maybe make a fairy house and take a picture of it.
Ooh, the fairy house. Don't forget about that. We'll talk a little bit more later about that. Katie, what you got to say?
I think, aside from just in different age groups hanging out together as friends, genuinely respecting and appreciating each other. The other thing I love about camp is there's always these courageous moments where someone has worked up the courage to share something that matters to them and they've never shared before. And sometimes that's a kid, but even adults, it takes those of us who are used to getting up and hopping up and sharing things, we forget, but it takes a lot of courage for people to stand up in front of the whole group and say, this is a song that means something to me. And I've never led it before, but I want to share it with you because this moment we're in is so special. And so there's always, every week, there's at least one of those moments and I just get goosebumps and chill bumps and just like, yes, because you're sharing a part of your heart and your soul. And it's beautiful and it's wonderful. And you should come and try it.
Yeah, it even feels magical, Katie, at times, because it's like we are together in this space that feels safe enough for people to share a special part of themselves with us. And we feel,
yes.
I've felt that as well. And it can be unforgettable moments, ones that you can't put in the script, that you just, they emerged and folk get together with song and joy and open hearts. Oh, yes. So, and we do one in Berea too, y'all. The country dance. Berea has one that's been going on for years, and that's how I first met Katie's parents, Joe and Patty Tarter. Oh my God, I still can't believe it. She's kind of grown up and stuff. Oh my God. And I'm behind a little bit. Okay. Anyway.
I'm going to be 60 years old and people over here are still going to be saying that.
That's true. That is true. Elvie, I saw your hand raised.
Can I just rewind a minute and go back to something Katie said? So can somebody define middle age, please?
Well, I can't. I'm still young. I still haven't grown up yet. You know, so I still haven't grown up. I'm 65, 66, but I haven't grown up yet, so I don't even know. Somebody has to tell me.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say every one of us in this room is middle-aged. How's that? We're all good. We're all fine. Right there in the middle of something anyway. So
I would say the first time a teenager rolls their eyes at you, you've achieved middle age.
You have achieved.
So the moral of that story is have your kids late in life, right? Then
Yes. Or when you go to school and you end up teaching the children of your former students. And okay, then it's time to go. You know, I don't know. I'm still trying not to grow up. But anyway, with that in mind, in middle age, Elvie, let's look to Mr. Young Alex Cumming, who's coming to us, sharing about Pinewoods, experience in the past, what's coming in the future, and sharing a song.
Yeah, well, I was going to add to the you just mentioned about the taking photos of fairy houses, and I'm going to be at Pinewoods in just over a week, and one of my favorite things normally going to Pinewoods, I always go with my kids, whether it's a family orientated week or not. If I'm on staff, they come with me and they have an amazing time. And one of our favorite things is making fairy houses and spotting all the ones that people have left. So I'm really hoping that people at Pinewoods this year have made fairy houses anyway, even if the kids aren't at camp. Has that happened?
So,
those of you at Pinewoods?
Yeah, so actually there's not a camp here right now, and so there are no fairy houses yet. However, I'm going to be encouraging the board to make houses.
Yes.
They are 2 per hour contest, and also Harmony arrives tomorrow. So I'm going to try and get Harmony folks to do it so they can be part of Sunday's slideshow. And that means, Alex, that they should all still be here when you end crew.
Crew, yeah.
Yep. So it should be like Fairy House Central, actually, by the time we get there.
I've got to keep my Pinewoods traditions going, even if my kids can't be there this year, you see. So I've got to just wander aimlessly with my wonderful nitro brew coffee looking for fairy houses.
Fabulous. Sing for us, Alex. Sing. What you got?
I will. Now, the kids this week have really stole the show, haven't they? It's been really wonderful, and I was hoping to sort of continue that theme before my kids decided they'd better have a better time going outside and playing in the playground rather than singing with Papa like they do every day. So they're off out at the playground, so I'll sing it by myself, but it is one of my kids' favourite songs. It's The Fox Went Out on a Chilly Night, which is a classic. I absolutely love that one. And we've been singing it for ages, and it kind of comes in all different shapes and sizes across the UK and the US. So I'm going to sing a US version in the most English way possible, and which is a tradition I've really sort of digging for myself now, which is quite nice. And there's 2 things you can join in with. There's refrain lines, which repeats the last 2 lines of each of the verses. Most of the time it's town-o, or down-o, or trail-o, or there's something, lots of O's going on, because that's how we rhyme things in folk music. And then there's also going to be some instrumental breaks where I want to see your best dance moves. So you can either clap along, you can dance, or you can find something like a hanky or a ribbon or something to wave if you want to. And Al, and those of you who are playing along, it's in the happy key of E major. All right, we'll start with an instrumental just to see how your dancing skills are. Are you ready? And I'm going to take my headphones off so I can actually hear myself. Oh, yes, Kathy, thank you. Great dancing. The fox went out on a chilly night, prayed to the moon to give him light. There's plenty of miles to go that night before he reached the town. Oh, town, oh, town, oh. There's many miles to go that night before he reached the town. Oh, He ran till he came to the farmer's den, where the geese and the ducks were kept therein. A couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh. Town, oh, town, oh. A couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh. He grabbed the grey goose by the neck, slung the duck across his back. He didn't mind the quack, 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 or the legs are dangling down, oh. Down, oh, down, oh. He didn't mind the quack, 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 or the legs are dangling down. Here we go. Mother Flipper-Flopper jumped out of bed. Out of the window she popped her head, crying, John, John, the grey goose is gone, and the fox is on the town, oh. Town, oh, town, oh. Crying, John, John, the grey goose is gone, and the fox is on the town, oh. John, he ran to the top of the hill, blew his horn both loud and shrill. The fox, he said, I better run with my kill, or they'll soon be on my trail, oh. Trail, oh, trail, oh. The fox, he said, I better run with my kill, or they'll soon be on my trail, oh. Ran to his nice warm den. There were his little ones, 8, 9, 10, crying, Daddy, Daddy, better go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh. Town, oh, town, oh, oh. Daddy, Daddy, better go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh. The fox and his wife, without any strife, they cut up the goose with a fork and a knife. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh. Bones, oh, bones, oh. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh. Bones, oh, bones, oh. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh. Amazing singing and dancing. Well done, everyone.
Woo! Wait, that was so much fun. Yes, oh, that was so much fun. Thank you, Alex. You're leaving us, you're sending us off on a fantastic day and a fantastic feel and mood. I'm so uplifted I could almost fly. Just dancing through. And it's full of joy and fun. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's just a little taste of what's going to be happening at English Week next week at a Pinewoods camp. And oh my goodness, y'all, we get to get a taste of it here. I think we have to stop though. I think our time is up and we have to say goodbye or see you later. And make sure, are there any other things or upcoming events or things that we need to share, Alex or Katie, before we say bye?
No, I put a link to our camp page in the chat. So
Good.
If you are inspired and interested, there's still room at 3 of our weeks, but keep that place bookmarked for future years too. That's where you go to find out all the cool things that the Country Dance and Song Society is doing. Not just at camps, we're doing a lot of year-round programming too that's new for us and we're very excited about it. So I hope you'll stay involved and we really, really love the opportunity to be here. Joe, thank you so much for making this possible. And Elvie, thank you for all of your organizing.
Thank you so much, Katie, gracious as usual. And of course, for Joe for making all this possible, Christine, and Elvie. I'm just adding my thanks to what Katie's already said, and Alex, of course. So I'm going to say, see y'all later, and call out your name, Facebook folk friends. If this is your first time, don't let it be your last. We are jamming here, like every day, like for over almost 500 days since we started this. 7 days a week at 12 o'clock. Magic and song and joy and community. Like, what more could you ask for? So tell everybody this is where you're supposed to be at 12 o'clock every day, if you're able to do so. And so if you want to find out more about this, check with a Carpe Diem Facebook. And there you can put your names information in the chat if you are also on Zoom with us. But we have to say bye. So with